were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
We'll remember the men they were, and we'll avenge them.
The monsters are running, your worship. For the herald.
There, ahead. An entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch out. They've posted archers on the wall.
Who were those elves? They didn't look Dalish.
They're no friends to the Templars, that's for sure.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
keeping them at bay. Follow the river to the temple.
Done and done.
There. That must be the temple of Nathal.
If we find Corypheus anywhere, it will be there.
I'd count on it. Be ready.
I hear fighting ahead.
Namilana Sabanalet.
The wretch mocks you, Master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Cannot be! Across the bridge, now!
At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an Eluvian, but he mentioned a Well of Sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Could they be the same? Could Eluvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an Eluvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, Darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
How do we kill an immortal?
We'll find a way to stop Corypheus once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus, they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how. Yes?
You said this Mythal.
So one assumed. The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
Do you know what this...
The room we stand in is a vest. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you.
You've seen the...
Indeed. 1, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists. 2, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Alathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
Is that even possible?
With magic, whatever the truth, the Guardians successfully... A more sensible question might be, why? As you wish. It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Ancient Elven. I can't make out much. Here it says Abella Sun, which means the place of sorrow. That must refer to the well.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Perform a ritual to appease elven gods? Long dead or no, I don't like it.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back. Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the Dread Wolf, Fen-Harel. In elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen-Harel in Mythal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the Chantry.
My clan set statues of the Dread Wolf outside our camps. They're meant to frighten harmful spirits.
Perhaps. I thought the ancient elves above quaint superstitions. Still, so long as the wolf's jaws cannot close around us, we may pass safely on. The Temple of Mythal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land. They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment after they proved their worth.
let them pass!
Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
Lady Morrigan was wrong about Corypheus seeking an Illuvian. Do we trust her now? While we dally with rituals, Inquisition soldiers die outside these walls. Down is swifter.
Performing these rituals may mean the difference between reaching the well before Corypheus's minions and not at all.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason.
Had they the option, they would have
Their goal.
There is... Legends walked Thedas once. Things of might and... Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I wasn't expecting your...
Trust me. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. I read more in the first chamber. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a
What exactly did...
Like most elven writing, the term I deciphered was halam. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake. Yet for those who served at this temple...
Did you not trust me?
I hoped to find more information. My priority is your cause.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
The ritual is complete.
We are close. There is but one more path to follow.
is lit.
Come, let us see if the doors have opened. Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we follow the Venatori. Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
We're being watched.
Venavis. You are unlike the other invaders. You have the features of those who call themselves Elven. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are my enemies, as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink.
The place of the Way of Sorrows.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
What is this?
It is a path.
He speaks of priests.
More than that, you need not know.
Our people have lost everything. They need...
Our people? And you have invaded our sanctuary.
We knew this place was sacred.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed. If these others are enemies of yours, when this is done, you shall be permitted to
I do not trust them. We know not what they'll...
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to... As for the Via Belasan, it shall not be disport.
No!
This would be our guide.
Tholanast.
That's helpful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
Dear Morrigan left to use the well herself, undoubtedly.
The place looks untouched.
The entire temple must have looked like this long ago. How could the elves pour such devotion into this nonsense?
Henshra, Gilas Velathan.
She wants us to stay close.
Just a quick look around. Sentinels are holding against the Venatori.
How tragic. Our elven friends might exhaust themselves here.
Vir Sumiel.
Well of Sorrows.
Finally!
Maker's balls.
Andraste, guide us.
So close. The well knows its vessel, and those who would despoil it. Stand aside, Inquisitor.
And you are?
I'm called Calpurnia. But when I partake of the well, names will be meaningless. Leave. This is not your time.
Take one step toward that well and I'll finish.
You serve your people. You have... The Well of Sorrows overflows with knowledge. To walk the Fade without the anchor. That is what the Well of Sorrows will give Corypheus.
Why would Corypheus think entering the Fade?
Speech with... I knew you would take the well for yourself. To ransack its wisdom, to Come then. One... If I fall, it will not be by your hand.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Calpurnia thought the well's knowledge was powerful. It could help stop
I care nothing for your...
You'll care when Corypheus arrives.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor.
Do you even know what you are? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, all that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
This can't be easy, holding on.
You cannot imagine. Each...
Why remain?
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can?
Not without...
One does not obtain permission. The Vira Belasan may be too much for a mortal to... Brave it if you must. But know you...
Bound to a goddess who knows...
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Is it possible this...
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that...
Elven legend.
Murder?
She was slain, if a god. Yet the Vira Belasan remains. As do we. That...
Are you leaving?
Our duty ends. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us, if fate is kind.
You could come with us.
We killed ourselves.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count.
Is it still a threat?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key. The well is the key. Take... I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Let's not be reckless.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also...
Do not trust her, Inquisitor. She's a parasite. Only...
Said by one whose only motive for joining the Inquisition was altruism.
Is it altruism or sense not to plunge headfirst?
Why should I be refused when the... Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
You alone?
I have studied the old... Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
I don't know who's better.
I have the best chance of making use of the well. For every...
You're not concerned about the price?
Bound to the will of a dead... Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear...
Are you sure you want...
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
It's yours. Morrigan! Are you alright?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact. There is much to sift through, but now we can...
Through the mirror!
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Meaning he will attack us directly, at Skyhold.
Not necessarily, but neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they hold wisdom. Secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
Should we fear him more than his...
Possibly. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon, in which Corypheus has infected. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be
You're sure?
You assume there is a limit to
Then what do you propose? Killing...
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in... Your help will be required, Inquisitor.
I'll see to Skyhold's...
Letters are pouring in from all corners. Congratulations, pledges of loyalty, conversions to Andraste.
All premature until we deal with Corypheus.
Where's my hammer?
Oh, suddenly... it... I now understand the nuance behind elven words. The ancient lore reveals patterns I would never... Tis exhilarating, the rush of images. Truth dangling just out of reach.
I'm pleased I could...
And pleased I... none of which has anything to do with... Earlier, I said there was a way to match the power of Corinth. We must summon Mathal.
And just how...
Whatever Mathal was, goddess, myth, or ancient being, the voice... How, or in what... I must go to an altar in the wilderness to perform the summoning, and you must be...
Will the summon...
The altar could have a guardian or other surprises. Thus, you'll come... Just think, Inquisitor. Soon...
This is the place?
It is. Look for an altar. Aim... But still standing. There! Do you see it? Tis all that remains of the great altar. We few who travel far call to me and I will come, without mercy, without fear.
Could this actually summon an...
We are your companions. Not to worry if there is shout. You know who I am. From High Priest to High Priest, I am the last. Come to us, Mithal. Whatever you are, mother.
Mother?
Now, isn't this a surprise?
So this is Mythal.
She is a deceiving...
Now, that's quite enough of that.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
Then you are Mythal?
That's Myth...
You invoke that name so
I do not understand. How can you be Mythal?
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied.
Then you carry...
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest. You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. So young and vibrant, you do the people proud and have come far. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
I know the name Flemeth. My people call you Asher Belenar, the woman of many years. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband... Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman.
Flemeth appears in other legends.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
If Mythal is a part of you, we've called to you.
What was could not be changed.
What about now?
You know not what you ask, child.
Why did Mythal...
For a reckoning.
And you follow her whims.
You seek to preserve the power. It is because I taught you, girl. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the age. Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
We summoned you because we need your help.
Against the Magister who grasps beyond his reach. Yes, I know. The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corypheus. Do you understand, child?
Yes. Wait!
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very... Imagine my surprise.
And that is all.
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
Will you be all...
What she said is true, at least. I can match the Archdemon's power. All that remains is...
We'll be spread thin until the rest of our forces return from the Arbor Wilds.
Of course.
All right.
Did you find what you need, Morrigan?
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corypheus, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
Believe me, I know.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
It seems Corypheus is not content to wait.
He's in the Valley of Sacred Ashes.
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's Magnus. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
I must go now.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish. I knew you would come.
It ends here, Corypheus.
And so it shall. You successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place, at the wrong time. An interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
I came here to stop you, Corypheus. Nothing more.
A dragon! How clever of you! It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will. I shall sear you from the very heavens. If you desire death, you shall have it.
Back me up!
Look at you, wearing slave markings on your face with pride. You are nothing. A race of sniveling cowards that shrank before defeat our power. I will not stand for this outrage. As you wish. You dare to touch an avatar of divinity? Feel my wrath, little wretch. Let it end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder! Power to finish this last rite.
The breach is getting bigger! So it is! Kill him before he destroys the veil! I will not allow you this victory. You... and all the heathen barbarians shall burn. I will... Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Do not, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now!
Solus?
The orb.
I understand why you wanted to save such an important artifact.
It is not your fault.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Victorious, I see. What a novel result. And it seems the breach is finally closed.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
We go back to Skyhold.
A moment, my lady. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
It's not such a mystery. We went on the...
True. Now that Corypheus has been defeated, afterwards you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
The fighting's over.
They wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Empress Celine owes you her life. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not.
Oh.
Such is the way of things. Previously, you were an upstart, a Dalish elf leading a band of rebels and until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single. Once he did, they knew. A Magister and a Darkspawn in one creature, the ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe? The Conclave? You should hear the stories they're telling. Some of the soldiers have requested leave. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
Our soldiers put their trust in...
It's been an honor. I should let you mingle. Enjoy the party.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. Right now I'm thinking, this shit is... it's a working title.
I'm glad you...
Well, nothing certain. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. Not to mention I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the free marches as soon as I get back.
You should write...
I'll see what I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to... I can't leave until you...
I couldn't come with you. He would have bound me, broken me. But he's dead now. So I'm safe.
I expect you to...
Yes. What happens next? Where do we go?
For tonight?
Yes. Thank you.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's herald deserves for making things normal again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
In the wake of this mess...
So, you don't know? Still some things to do yet, right? You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever? Alright, enough of that. Big freaking hero.
Ugh, I should never have hired new caterers so late. It is not! I'm so sorry, nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
If you don't pause for a...
At least I... What a disaster. So much... It was so... Do you know what everyone is talking about? Us. Thedas is discussing the successor of the Inquisition.
You played no small...
Truly, we will never... to victory.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
I must remember...
This celebration, to you, Inquisitor.
'Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended and order finally restored. The Empress is unchallenged. But at what price? Blood drips from Celine's hands, and all her court know it. However, none are in a position to move against her. As Orlais heals and its strength returns, relations with the Inquisition slowly sour. Icy receptions meet the Inquisition inside the Imperial Court, where most prefer that Orlais bow to no one, not even heroes. Many believe that when the Empire's fortunes wane once more, Celine will stand alone. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Stroud is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Leliana as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she first declares an end to the Circle of Magi. The Mages will now govern themselves. She opens the priesthood to other races, declares support for the Inquisition, and rededicates the Chantry to the principle of charity. Divine Victoria is controversial from the start. Several new sects arise, resisting her reforms and declaring her rule a threat to the faith. She does not fight them, and it is not long before the Chantry's fractures threaten to tear it apart forever. Those Templars of the Inquisition who were recruited at Therenfall Redoubt are left with a choice. Some leave, joining mercenary bands or the ranks of the Imperial Army. Most remain. Those who remain under the watchful eye of Commander Cullen become the core of the Inquisitor's personal guard. And what of the Inquisition itself? It has eyes and ears in every hall. No secrets are beyond its reach, and that knowledge has become the source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, she has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
would come. You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well.